Take a deep breath with me. Now take a deep breath with me without moving your shoulders. Great. Now we're ready. Breathing is one of our 5 health fundamentals. And in this health fundamentals video series that we're digging into, this might be the most important one. All of them are important. And it seems odd that we're even talking about breathing. You probably didn't thought about, how you breathe for so long, but it's one of the things that, unfortunately, we're messing up. So in the Thrive formula, we have to have a healthy functioning nervous system. That allows our body to control and coordinate itself appropriately. Then we give our body everything that it needs, physically, chemically, and emotionally, all of our fundamentals, and limit or eliminate the things that it doesn't need. And we do that over time, and that leads to thriving. Now, when we dig into the idea of breathing, we get to really look at something that might be brand new. Did you know that oxygen is the primary fuel for human beings? In fact, most of the energy we get is from burning oxygen. Now, in order to do that, we need to breathe optimally in order to do that optimally. So when we look at that, the breathing is absolutely a lost art. Lots of times we are doing it incorrectly. In fact, modern life is just rife with things that ruin our breathing, particularly sitting and digital use, so digital device use. Poor posture, when we're, you can imagine you're sitting, you're slouched, or even if you're standing and you're slouched, this decreases the capacity of the lungs by 20%. Simply standing up, increasing the space between our ribs and our belt line, standing up and letting everything lengthen, reopens that lung capacity, and it can really be an amazing thing. Just do that for a second. Ribs up, chin down, and stand with a nice tall posture. Take a breath. That is amazing. And then lots of times we're actually breathing into the upper part of our lungs instead of the lower part of our lungs. Again, because usually that lower part is squished off by our bad posture. So we need to retrain ourselves to breathe deep. So if you're breathing, you don't want the shoulders to move. You want it to go deep into the belly. The other thing that happens is when we're using screens, the studies have shown that people actually will stop. If they're looking at their phone, they'll stop breathing while they're reading what they're reading or while they're flipping through whatever it is. They will stop breathing. And sometimes this can be, 10 seconds, 15 seconds where we'll just be holding our breath going through these things. That stresses the body out. So be aware when you're doing those things that you keep breathing. In fact, a good practice would be pick up the phone and say, breathe, and then engage with it if you choose to do that. All right, so those are some of the reasons why we need to talk about breathing as a primary fundamental. It's our primary fuel, and modern life has us trained to do it ineffectively. So improving our effectiveness can absolutely be a huge boost to our health, to our productivity, and to our life in general. I'm Dr. Grier. Enjoy the day.